The BMW X3 is here with a bold redesign, upgraded tech, and sharper performance. It's smarter, faster, and more refined than ever. Join us as we break down what's new, what's improved, and what it'll cost. The X3 steps forward with a bolder and more confident exterior than its predecessor. Its most striking update is the enlarged kidney grille, which now commands attention up front and can be fitted with illuminated contour lighting for extra presence. Flanking the grille are slimmer, sharper LED headlamps with L-shaped daytime running lights. More aggressive than before, but still restrained enough not to appear overdone. Along the sides, the car features flush door handles and a more sculpted belt line, complemented by muscular wheel arches that hint at its athletic potential. The roofline is subtly lowered compared to prior models, giving the silhouette a sleeker, sportier stance. A trade-off perhaps between style and rear headroom. At the rear, the design leans into minimalist cues. A horizontal LED accent bar bridges modern taillight modules, and vertical accents in the bumper provide a sense of width and stability. The rear spoiler is integrated neatly rather than being overly bold. The vehicle's exterior is a step toward more refined aggression, characterized by bold, contemporary, and athletic design. It doesn't chase gimmicks, but its design feels purposeful and balanced. If there's a caveat, it's that in some trims the heft of the grille might overwhelm the rest of the details. Taste will matter. The car offers a balanced blend of refinement and performance, although its appeal varies by trim level. The xDrive 30's turbocharged 2.0-liter four-cylinder, paired with a 48-volt mild hybrid system, delivers 255 horsepower and smooth low-end torque for everyday driving. It's quiet, efficient, and composed, but not particularly thrilling when pushed. More about polished confidence than outright speed. The real excitement comes from the M50, which packs a 393 horsepower turbocharged 3.0-liter inline-six with the same hybrid assist. This setup transforms the X3 into a genuinely quick SUV, delivering sharp throttle response and strong mid-range pull. Both trims utilize BMW's excellent 8-speed automatic transmission and standard all-wheel drive, ensuring quick and seamless shifts as well as confident traction. On the road, the vehicle feels more planted than before thanks to a stiffer chassis and revised suspension tuning. The adaptive suspension, standard on the M50 and optional on the 30, enables the SUV to seamlessly switch between comfort and sportiness. 3 drive modes tailor steering, throttle, and damping to preference. With a towing capacity of up to 4,850 pounds, the X3 also brings practicality. The published 0 to 60 miles per hour times for the X3 present a mixed picture. Promising on paper, but with the usual caveat that your mileage may vary. According to BMW and spec outlets, the xDrive 30 is rated around 6.0 seconds for 0 to 60 miles per hour. That's a solid number for a compact luxury SUV, though not class-leading. In real-world testing, BMW's M-tuned version, the M50, managed a startling 4.0 seconds flat in car and driver's runs. However, there's some variation in what you'll read elsewhere. Kelley Blue Book lists the M50 at 4.4 seconds for 0 to 60. In short, expect something in the ballpark of 4.0 to 4.5 seconds for the M50 under ideal conditions, and around 6 seconds for the 30. In practice, the xDrive 30's 6-second claim feels respectable but not exhilarating. Rapid enough for daily overtakes and highway merging, but you won't feel a dramatic surge every time. The M50, by contrast, delivers real performance, though it demands optimal conditions. These numbers serve as good benchmarks, but real-world results depend heavily on the driver, weather conditions, traction, and vehicle load. The xDrive 30 posts respectable efficiency numbers, especially considering its size and performance. BMW advertises an EPA rating of 27 miles per gallon in the city, 33 miles per gallon on the highway, and 29 miles per gallon combined for that version. This is a noticeable jump over prior generations, thanks in part to a mild hybrid assist system. That said, those are ideal EPA figures. In real-world driving, especially in city traffic, on hilly terrain, under heavy loads, or with aggressive driving, expect to fall short of those numbers. For an enthusiast driving spiritedly, 25 miles per gallon or less in mixed conditions isn't out of the question. The higher output M50 variant is rated more modestly, at 25 miles per gallon in the city and 30 miles per gallon on the highway. For a compact luxury SUV, the car delivers competitive fuel efficiency for its class. However, real-world figures will rarely match the published EPA numbers, as your driving style, conditions, and optional equipment will significantly impact the results. The front cabin of the X3 is reasonably generous. You get about 40.5 inches of headroom and 40.2 inches of front legroom. Shoulder room up front runs around 57.9 inches. The seats are solid. BMW sticks to its tradition of firm, supportive bolsters with multiple adjustments. In higher trims, you'll find premium materials that look and feel nice. In the rear, things are more middle of the road. Headroom drops to about 38.2 inches, and legroom falls to about 36.3 inches. Shoulder room in the back is around 55.7 inches. For average-size adults, the rear is comfortable for shorter stints. However, taller passengers may notice limited stretch-out space on longer trips. BMW's material choices are solid in visible areas, soft leathers or high-grade synthetic surfaces in nicer trims, but some of the lower trim versions feature more hard plastics on the lower door panels or seatbacks. The interior falls short of what you'd expect in top-tier luxury SUVs. The car's cabin is functional, well-assembled, and decent for its class, but it doesn't feel as opulent or spacious as some rivals, especially in the rear seats. At the heart of the system is BMW's iDrive 9, now featuring a 14.9-inch curved display that seamlessly integrates the driver and central screens into a continuous, sleek interface. You still get the physical iDrive rotary knob, a rarity these days, alongside touchscreen control and steering wheel buttons, which helps when driving. Wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto are standard, making it easy to mirror your phone. BMW also offers a digital premium option that unlocks streaming services and in-car gaming when the vehicle is parked. You can also add features like a head-up display and enhanced connectivity packages. That said, some early feedback is critical. Owners and reviewers note that navigating the menus, especially for climate controls or secondary settings, can require multiple taps or page switches, which can be distracting when driving. One reviewer described the climate and navigation displays as just awful in practice, particularly during long highway stretches. The system's responsiveness is generally solid, but occasional lag and awkward layout choices persist. The car's infotainment package pushes BMW into more modern territory, with strong hardware, good connectivity, and ambitious features. But BMW still needs to polish the user experience. Less fumbling, more intuitive control, before it can match the best in class. The X3 offers a respectable and practical cargo setup, but it's not going to wow you in the compact luxury SUV segment. With the rear seats upright, BMW quotes 31.5 cubic feet of cargo volume, a solid figure that meets typical daily needs. Fold the rear seats flat, and that volume swells to 67.1 cubic feet. In real-world use, tests confirm the usable space, showing that the trunk can accommodate a fair amount of luggage even with the seats up, and the flat load floor, once folded, makes it easier to slide in larger items. The powered tailgate is a welcome convenience when your hands are full. That said, there are a few caveats. The cargo opening is a bit narrow, and the load lip isn't ultra-low, so lifting heavy bags or awkward items is somewhat of a chore. Additionally, with the rear seats down, the pass-through to the cabin isn't perfectly flat. Some variants have a slight incline, which can limit how well very large, rigid items can sit flush. The car delivers competitive cargo space for its class, combining usable everyday volume with the flexibility for larger loads. Just don't expect it to rival full-sized SUVs in sheer capacity or ease of loading heavy, bulky gear. The car strikes a pragmatic balance between comfort and agility in its ride and handling, rarely dazzling but rarely frustrating either. On smooth pavement, the suspension effectively isolates road imperfections. Body motions are well controlled, and the ride never feels wallowy in daily driving. It remains composed even at moderately elevated speeds. When pushed into corners, the X3 shows respectable poise. The steering is reasonably quick with decent feedback, and the chassis resists excessive roll. That said, it doesn't deliver the razor-sharp reflexes of a smaller sports sedan. There's some push in tighter, more aggressive maneuvers. The available adaptive or M Sport suspension options add a firmer edge which enhances feel, but can make the ride a bit stiffer over rougher surfaces. BMW pitches M Sport brakes and adaptive suspension for both back roads and highway use. The base 4-cylinder model doesn't always deliver a thrilling driving experience. In some reviews, it's criticized for softening the driving experience, especially in comparison to turbo 6-cylinder variants. Also, while the ride is mostly quiet, engine and tire noise do creep in under harder acceleration or on coarse pavement. The vehicle handles better than many SUVs in its class, comfortable enough for long drives yet capable enough for spirited driving. Just don't expect it to match the sharpness of a dedicated sports car. The X3 comes equipped with a strong suite of driver assist and passive safety features. It includes front collision warning with brake intervention, crossroads warning, speed limit information, and lane departure warning as standard. The driving assistant package, often standard or bundled, adds lane change warning and active lane return. BMW has made many modern safety aids non-optional, which helps raise the baseline. On crash performance, available data mostly comes from tests of the 2025 X3, which is structurally similar to the 2026. The 2025 model has earned a 5-star overall rating from the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration. Inside, frontal, and rollover categories, the 2025 X3 shows strong protective capability. According to the Insurance Institute for Highway Safety's updates, the 2025 model passes the revised crash tests, including the newer moderate overlap scenario. However, its headlights and seatbelt reminders receive only an acceptable rating in some trims. However, the X3 did not qualify for the Insurance Institute for Highway Safety Top Safety Pick Plus award, largely due to marginal lighting ratings. The vehicle arrives with a solid baseline of safety tech, and the predecessor's crash test results are promising. However, until full 2026 crash data is available, especially for rear seat protection, roof strength, and variant differences, some uncertainty remains. The base model, the xDrive 30, starts at around $52,000, representing a noticeable increase from previous years. It includes all-wheel drive, a turbocharged 2.0-liter 4-cylinder engine, and BMW's latest iDrive 9 infotainment system. Standard features are solid, but many desirable options are locked behind pricey packages. Step up to the X3 M50, and you're looking at a price of around $67,000 before options. This trim features a more powerful turbocharged inline-6 engine and adds M-specific styling, sport suspension, and more aggressive tuning. It delivers real performance, but also pushes the X3 firmly into luxury performance territory, where competition is fierce. BMW offers a wealth of premium technology and refinement in the vehicle, but the pricing strategy seems aimed at brand loyalists. Many core features remain optional, so real-world pricing can quickly exceed $60,000, even on the lower trims. It's a stylish and capable SUV, but you're paying a premium for the badge, and the real value depends on how many boxes you check.